Hi everyone, my name is Ian Kelly. I'm a cybersecurity, information technology, and computer networking tutor at Bismarck State College. Primarily with this video, it's going to be focused on CIS 280. It's the ethical hacking course at Bismarck State College. So a primary thing that I really learned a lot in the course was the difference between ethical and non-ethical. When it comes to the hacking spectrum of things. So with ethical, essentially it's a fine line between something that is legal and something that is illegal. You hear a lot of the news of companies being hacked, or there's a infiltration within a company in their computer network or their computer software or their hardware in general. 9 times out of the 10, these are non-ethical or unethical hacks, and these are done by adversaries who want to exploit and gain some sort of financial advantage over the company or other adversaries in the world. It's not primarily focused in a certain country. There's plenty, and there's a numerous amount of non-ethical or unethical hacking groups that run into these a lot. So the main difference, like I said, is there's those who are wanting to gain financial advantages over the companies, and essentially with that, it's hackers or the groups that perform these hacks are not authorized. They are going behind the lines and essentially exploiting them without the company knowing, or without the organization knowing. And so that's essentially the difference. With ethical hacking, normally you hear that with penetration testers, and aside with that is with penetration testers, usually it's a team or a company that offers that service to an organization. So if I have a set of individuals who are penetration testers that are professionals and that are you could say they are ethical, then what happens is that the company, so my company, the cybersecurity company, would notify, let's say, a bank and say, hey, how would you feel on us checking to see your vulnerability risks, and to essentially test your system, your software, and your security at your company to see if you guys are vulnerable to an attack, and how we can exploit it, and what's being exploited. Now, with the reason why I chose a bank is because a lot of the times financial institutions are a heavy hitter for ethical, or I would say ethical, non-ethical hackers, because they're trying to get a strong financial advantage over the institution. So if the ethical hackers are able to exploit the network and essentially gain access to the system, that's where it stops. It stops right then and there. It doesn't go any further. You don't get any sort of bank accounts or anyone's name, anyone's social security numbers, no financial transactions, nothing like that. It stops at the time of, okay, we gained access, we have full access to this, we aren't looking at anything else, this is what we found out. And so that's essentially what the difference more or less is when it comes to non-ethical or unethical to ethical hacking. And essentially it's within the class, you're going to be presented this sort of course material. But more or less keep in mind that the difference is, do I have permission? Do I have a legal authorization to access this computer system or this computer network any further than this point in time? If I can gain access to an account, a user's profile, let's say it's Windows 7, and you get past their login, and that's all, then that's the farthest you're going to have to go. That's a way that you can exploit and notify the company, hey, I got past this person's user account. That's all I did. I didn't go past any further. Flip it around and have an unethical hacker do that. They're going to cause mayhem throughout the entire system. They're going to gain more access. They're going to probably lock up everyone's account, spread a virus, malware, whatever you want to say based off of that, and essentially lock it down and contact that company and be like, hey, you don't know who I am, but I know who you are, and whatever else you need to do. So that's the main difference. I necessarily am not very penetration testing savvy, more or less, I would say. I just have the educational side of it. Not saying that I don't understand the concept of it, I just haven't had that much time or exposure to the penetration testing side of work. So it's a pretty big I would call it a pretty big dragon to tame and to understand, but it's a very interesting and very in-depth way of work, and having to do with the cybersecurity sector of work. Always new tools that are being developed, and it kind of goes, like I said, it kind of goes along with the penetration testing class, but primarily with the ethical hacking is being able to determine how far to go legally before you breach the illegal portion of the law. And that's where we see a lot of the hackers breach, and that's a hard line to determine how far to go before you get in trouble, or before anything else gets crazy, I guess I would call it. So this class, if I remember correctly, it was I think it was a fall or a spring semester. Well, it's one of the two, of course, but I think it was a fall class. But don't quote me on that. It very well could have been a spring semester class. But it's a very in-depth class. It's going to be very critical thinking. Be a lot of documentation on what you've done as far as trying to exploit a system. The information is very useful overall. So if you have any questions at all, please do reach out. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and a good semester into the class. Thank you.